The youngest rookie to open a world
for these Arizona Diamondbacks, and he'll lead things off, followed by Ketel Marte, who's had a live game, same game parlay. Christian Walker, they need to get going. John, who they got with a big game reputation, he has more than lived up to it so far.
But he has 4 pitches that he goes to. That 4-seam fastball, splitter, cutter, Arizona, who create havoc.
4 starts in this post, and off we go in game 1 with a fastball and a foul ball.
They want to take those 90 feet, and that is 90 feet on the base.
Vivaldi rocks and fires.
And there's the splitter, grounded along first. Running game that Arizona possesses. On the infield, Josh Young, fantastic. Pop up, foul ground. Like he's just as important. Yeah, he's been very good, as you see. This one from the Valley, swings and misses. That series. Here's 0-2. It is a splitter taken away first from the big-time defense. Here's 1-2. It is hit down the lines as a new-look Diamondbacks. Another 1-2 taken low. Yeah, you know both these teams.
A 2-2. A ground to the first and a couple plays right away from him.
He was hurt late in the season. They didn't know what they were going to get for him down the stretch because he struggled in September.
You're right, he's better and better to the point where suddenly he's their 3-hitter in the World Series. He's in 3 home runs, all against breaking balls. Nasty splitter right there. 2-2 pitch. Count goes full. Comes back home with a payoff. And the bottom falls out again.
MVP of the championship series. Carver and Hine coming off a couple good games in Houston. This guy was 11-3 prior to the All-Star break. Started the All-Star game for the offense. He did it in the regular season against them. But the location when you're
deep in the game.
First man that he faces, Marcus Semien, watches a strike on the outs, getting hits. On this 1-1 pitch, fouls it off 1-2. See what he goes with on this 1-2. It's a change, and it's pulled Perdomo at short for the first shot. Texas takes high, ball 1.
Would be a good thing for each team.
Cuts that one in.
Sweet spot is when he's right.
Seager hit a first-inning home run in Game 7. There's a
swing 3-0 if this pitch is close.
Let's see. Here it is, a perfect pitch.
On this 3-1, Seager fouls it off his hands, and the count goes. He's got as good a feel on that pitch. He went to the curveball. Game 1. DJ Rayburn's World Series debut. He typically has a tighter strike zone. In his backyard in Tennessee, completely unfazed. Yeah, he's been a low number outside the zone. Got to be doing something good and find yourself a Mickey. On this 1-1 pitch, Carter watches ball 2. Well, here's a 2-1. Carter shoots a foul, and it's 2-2. A lot of the people say, wait a minute, who? Who did they take in the second round? From that quiet 2-2 from Gallen. Carter hits it on first and foul. Or first. Matter of fact, they're both undefeated, so it's a race. First one to 1 wins. First team to score wins. They both in chip series. Yeah, that's going to split the gap. And him starting the scoring in the World Series.
And now it's Adolis Garcia. I don't think it was possible. On this 1-0 pitch. Takes a strike on the out.
The highest emotional player for Texas by far.
Wrecking ball. 5 home up to erase the guy that holds it. David Freese against the Rangers in 2000 with 1 out. On this 2-1, Garcia takes ball 3.
Well, early on, off of you. And all 3 plate appearances so far going into this one continues. Gallen needs to make those 2-strike pitches like he did all year.
Allen to Garcia with a 3-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit.
In a row. Given the range, they've got a lot differently, as you mentioned. They both can score in bunches. The Ranger process got to 2 strikes.
Yeah, he beat me a little bit right there in a couple fast.
Early September, folks. Here's Mitch Garver, and there's ball 1.
One of the World Series, and you got to give your team some length, and you have the mindset you got to have right now.
Put him in, and he hit a grand slam in his first game.
Games were so good for Texas. They have
1-2 to Garver. There's Longoria, the second for 1.
Gotten him live, but I think they did get him live. Could you imagine being right in there right now, just checking out all those
You'd like
angles?
that gig, huh?
Arizona will retain their challenge.
Season text predict to 5-9, 5-9, 5-9 by the start of the third inning. Goes back to work. Christian Walker leads off, and if the Diamondbacks are going to be able to score with big deal, but in the postseason, you need it to last a little shorter than. Evaldi fires, and it's 1-2. They're here, but they need Walker to hoist the trophy. Leading off his second against Evaldi, and taking one of those breaking pitches you were talking, some swing and miss out of it. See what he goes to on 3-2. It is back to a fastball. Wow, this is just vintage Evaldi to contact. Here comes the Tommy Pham. Yeah, especially in this postseason, he is just was the fastball. He's leaned down the splitter a little bit here. Throws it right there. After your first pitch. Wow. What happens? Good morning. Good guys in the postseason allow their stuff to elevate. And I don't mean elevate entire postseason.
That dude we saw in the replay is not afraid of anything either. Getting Halloween started early.
0-2. Goes back up with a fastball. Home with another 0-2. Strikes out the side. Arlington, Texas, where the Rangers didn't waste any time getting on the board. 2 runs in the first game 6, 2 hits in game 7. This is a well-rounded player right here. Brief.
Target set up for an 0-2. Heim gets to it and stays. Bouncy one from Marte.
And the first Texas will have that same path. I mean, we've to last day losing 1-0. And then both teams series.
1-2 pitch to low is inside. There have been some comparisons.
Great World Series as well.
Soft bouncing ball to second. Marte over the first 2 plays at 8, and then 1-0 win in 10 innings on Gene Larkin's hits. The anniversary of the was played here. It was pretty much empty at that point. Of course, the Rangers weren't in. Gets to play in his first World Series, and he's behind 0-2.
Missed his spots lately in the postseason. He has missed his spots. It has cost him.
You know, with Gallen especially.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that was trying to run away for the Cy Young to the location.
Another 0-2 to Young, and it is a good curve to get.
Yeah.
Just 7-14. Go to pitchandrun.com to get more information. That is
6 down, 4 consecutive Ks. Down the line foul. His clutch home run. And the 4 home runs that he's able to hit it. Thomas on an 0-2. He got to that, nestled it over the mound, and pressure on. Longoria shoots a base hit the other way, and that's back-to-back.
Buckle up, Johnny. It is the bunt from the guy that did it more than anybody in the regular season. And crazy. 2 of the 4 runs in Game 7 scored on productive outs, and they got the
old school baseball. So they combine the both, and they don't want to necessarily sit out.
Tying run in scoring position. Back to the top of the order, and Corbin Carroll. Yeah, toward the. Got the call there. Here it comes. Carroll swats a ball to center field. Taveras Carroll on his way to third.
By seeing the evidence of it. They just do these kind of things better than do. But nonetheless, he got it in play. Guaranteed 1 run. 2 outs. This.
Here's the 1-2. There goes Marte. Swing and a miss. Straight from High. And Arizona's got another man in scoring position. And America's
jump. And a rare swing and miss from Moreno.
Ball Arizona plays. They've had home runs come around in this postseason, though. And you ask the question, can a team that's in the middle, the bottom of the pack when it comes to homer have been during the postseason?
Well, you know, when you're doing your research, runners in scoring position in baseball. And a lot of that has to do with their double.
Christian Walker takes out shot. And they've done something. Now 2-2. Walker takes ball 3. Third pitch of this inning is a payoff to the powerful Walker, and it's swung on and miss. He tees it up, top of the order, takes advantage. It's 3-2 in Game 1. Arizona. You figure baseball fans across the country are going to love him soon. First couple of years, but has found his footing this year and continue that into a good way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Holds it. It's been a good changeup for him. Turns it back up with a fastball, and it's 2-2. Before he established himself. And Establish himself he has. With the freedom to upgrade every year with Go 5G Next and up your game with T-Mobile.
3. Oh, what a feeling to get the lead again.
Strike on. Hey. Carroll's coming out and looks good. 0-2 from Gallen to Simeon is outside. That. Got one inside here, but swung over it.
Now he's got the power changeup working.
Got the power hitter at the plate and a cutter inside the.
Did you get it?
The hitting robot, baseball robot, Corey Seager.
Bunch of them. That's a good sign for Zach Gallen.
They struck out 3 straight.
Let's go.
On this 3-1, Seager takes ball 4 in his series.
Zach Gallen feeling it. That first inning averaging 95.5 on his.
To his secondary pitches. Last 7 outs, all in his secondary stuff. Might be some of the toughest games you pitch, but now you know the whole. Let's go over 1-1 to Carter. He punches it down by
2 out and a 2-1 pitch. Garver takes ball 3-1. 3-2 to Garver. Is fouled again. Tries again. And walks him. The tie.
Circumstances and that at bat by Garver. This is a great time to go and settle you.
Want to talk postseason ball with a friend? Just tell Siri.
Strike 1. It's too late. No big deal for Corbin Carroll. It's a 2-out rally for the Rain. Way back there, and Tommy Pham puts the D-backs in.
Big swing and big smile.
And a strike on Gurriel.
Back into games and win baseball games. And I asked, I said,
right away. Just minutes before the deadline, Tommy Pham from the New York Mets.
Last year, he's a great guy, warrior. He's a kind of
2-1 to Thomas. Jeez, Tom's all over the place. 2-2. Thomas stays alive at 2-2. As they say, he can't. Let's bounce. Thomas already has one infield hit and traded for their roster to be where it's at right now, and they showed their age, but they made it through it in the last, and they've been taken off ever since. There's a strike on long goal. This is a guy who's done so many good great career.
Gallen brings a 1-0 to Young. Call on the outside corner.
but a lot of swing and miss.
His 2-1 pitch is swung to right field.
Stolen base and a sac bunt. First World Series team to do that. What adjustment did you make?
I thought it was a long inning. I just want to make sure that I protected him a little bit. I wanted to throw 40 pitches.
Bono strikes on the 9-hitter, Leody Taveras. 110 losses just 2 years ago. And he said, he'd be stand on your foundation. It's going to turn. The 1-2. Got him to chase. 2 out. See the breaking ball, just tremendous depth. Nasty pitch, strike 1. Ball. So they had 2-1, and I said after that, and they not really stressed from the first game on. The bullpen at first, the 2 away. Gallen home with the 2-1. Simeon grounds it foul, and that bull is 2-2. And his move, he will get there. Teams can say they did that. Arizona was 110 2 years ago. Line drive, base hit, center.
So Corbin Carroll woke up the morning of the 2019 draft thinking the Rangers.
He was in a minor league games before he got to the big leagues. Didn't play in 2020 with no minor.
First one from Evaldi is a pitch out. Throw down the first.
They force you to think ahead and think about what you're possibly doing. Second, if they thought he was stealing.
I mean, just the threat of speed can buck
First base.
And now 3-0 on Carroll. Tell Marte earlier.
More than
There goes Perdomo. 3-1. Swung on and missed. Still down.
his magic with 2 strikes and at least get him over to third base. The one thing that Carroll does so well, talking to Brian McCann, his front.
See if he gets one to let it fly out on 3-2. Fouls it into the glove for strike. Runner at second, one away. The hitter's Marte, who takes the ball. This side. Perdomo at second as the 1-0 comes home and a chopper foul. 26 hits over his first 16 postseason games, right in the heels of home run hits in all 12 games this year. On this 2-1 from Evaldi. Field, Taveras on the move. It's over his head.
I know there's so much talk about it, and explodes on it for an easy double. And if it
hands it off to Gabriel Moreno. Takes the ball from Evaldi. That is ball one on Walker.
They've been able to make contact on.
Starts lifetime. Green light, foul back. Third, 2 out, and a 3-1. Walker takes ball 4. The offense has been good, but kind of hit or miss. Has been the top two.
The pen and starting.
Runner goes from first. Throw from high. Won't happen last inning. It's a big bounce. It'll be an easy play. Runner recovering. Dunning and for Arizona to chase Evaldi before this.